After Britain's Got Talent, I had a completely different mindset. You can't succeed every single time. I don't think people really realize how much sight affects everything you do. I'm going to be surrounded by people who can sing and write music with Al Mustafa Welfare Trust.
16 साल ब्रिटिश पाकिस्तानी सिरिन जहांगीर को इस वक्त पूरा बरतानिया जानता है, और ख़ास तौर पर जो बरतानिया की जो नौजवान नस्ल है, और उसकी वजह यह है कि सिरिन जहांगीर ने करोड़ों लोगों के दिल जीते जब वो ब्रिटेन्स गॉट टैलेंट में गई, और उस वक्त वहाँ पर उन्होंने जो अपनी सिंगिंग परफॉर्मेंस दी। सिरिन जहांगीर को इस हवाले से भी बहुत ज़्यादा प्रोमिनेंस मिली कि वो अपनी पैदाइश के कुछ अरसे के बाद ही वो अपनी जो उनकी आंखें थी उससे नूर चला गया था, वो ब्लाइंड है, लेकिन उसके बावजूद उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे जो अभी तक एजुकेशन में वो जो ग्रेड्स भी लिए हैं, और उसके साथ साथ उन्होंने म्यूज़िक भी सीखा है। लेकिन जो ब्रिटेन्स गॉट टैलेंट में वो सेमीफाइनल तक पहुंची थी, और पूरे बरतानिया में और पूरी दुनिया में उनकी जो परफॉर्मेंस थी उसने लोगों को मूव किया था, और उसकी बेस पर उनको बहुत ज़्यादा उस वक्त उनको पज़ीराई भी मिली थी कि जिस तरह से उन्होंने परफॉर्म किया था, जिस तरह से उन्होंने अपने आप को कंडक्ट किया था वहाँ पर। अब जो न सिर्फ बरतानिया बल्कि दुनिया का एक जो वन ऑफ द मोस्ट प्रेस्टिजियस जो म्यूज़िक स्कूल्स है, जहाँ पर दुनिया के बड़े बड़े आर्टिस्ट पढ़े हैं, म्यूज़िक की दुनिया पर जो रूल करते हैं जो वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक पर, वो आर्टिस्ट जिस स्कूल में पढ़े हैं उसका नाम है द ब्रिट स्कूल। और ब्रिट स्कूल ने अब सिरिन जहांगीर को उनकी जो टैलेंट की बुनियाद पर बाकायदा तौर पर एक स्कॉलरशिप दिया है, और अब सिरिन जहांगीर अब से सिर्फ 3 से 4 महीने के बाद जो ब्रिट स्कूल है वहाँ पर वो अगले 2 साल के लिए पढ़ेंगी, जहाँ पर उनको म्यूज़िक के हवाले से वो मुकम्मल उनको तालीम मिले। Sirin, you have been given scholarship at the Brit School. Did the school give you scholarship on the basis of your performance at Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I've done lots of performances ever since Britain's Got Talent, and they've seen that. And Brit School is about music, and at Brit School, I'm going to learn how to songwrite, how to sing, how to perform, and I'm so excited. I'm going to be surrounded by people. I'm going to be surrounded by people who can sing and write music, because obviously at home I have my piano and I just record, but at Brit School I'll actually learn, and I think I'm going to be there for the next 2 years, and I'm just gonna focus on my music for the next 2 years.
This is the school where one of the world's biggest pop stars and music stars have been to. Are you really excited at the prospects of going to the Brit School and study there for about 2 years?
I really am. The thing is, I was looking at different schools that I could go to, and I came across Brit School, and I was like, I'm not going to get in there. But I applied anyways, and I ended up getting in. And it starts in August, and I am so excited. I'm doing everything I can at the moment to prepare. I'm songwriting all the time, singing, and yeah, I think it's going to be incredible. It's definitely going to be an amazing 2 years.
You went to the Britain's Got Talent and made it to the global stage. You were propelled to fame overnight, and millions of people then watch your performance. If you could tell us, how has it been a personal experience for you ever since your appearance in Britain's Got Talent?
It definitely was different. Before I was on Britain's Got Talent, I've said this before, I've only ever performed at school and at home to my family. So performing on stage in front of so many people was so incredible, and I think it helped so much with my confidence, because before that I was too nervous to do anything, and one thing my dad always said was go for things. So I went for Britain's Got Talent not knowing or thinking what was going to happen, and just thinking, I'm going to sing on stage, which is incredible. And so I did it, and it helped so much with my confidence. And since Britain's Got Talent, I've done so many musical performances because of the fact that it helped with my confidence so much.
You got a lot of positive press in the UK, but there was also a lot of coverage in Pakistani media as well, and Pakistani media rallied to own you as a British Pakistani girl. How do you look at all the feedback that you received?
It's so amazing, because when I went on Britain's Got Talent, I didn't think, anybody would watch it. I just thought I'd go on stage, I'd sing, and then I'd go home and celebrate about the fact that I stood on stage and sang. I didn't think that people at home would actually watch me on their screens. It's incredible to think about it, and the feedback has been amazing, especially in Pakistan. Like, I've gotten so many messages on my Instagram, and I've replied to many of them, and I've thanked them all, because the love and support that comes from Pakistan is incredible, and I'm so grateful for it.
You made it to the semi-final of the show, but you couldn't make it to the final. How did you feel? I mean, were you disappointed that you couldn't make it to the final when it almost looked certain that you will go to the final, but you did not? So what exactly happened at that time?
Obviously, at first, I was, a bit disappointed, but I kind of lost it, because you can't. The thing that my grandpa told me was that you can't succeed every single time, and that kind of stuck with me. And I mean, in some ways, I'm glad that I didn't, because after the semifinals, I thought, what can I do to improve? What could I have done differently? And I started to write more music. I started to learn how to produce. And so I produce and write my own music. I applied for Brit School. I did so many things. And ever since then, I've done a lot of charity events. And it's not to say that I wouldn't have done that had I gone into the final. But the semifinal definitely kind of woke me up a bit and was like, it's not always going to be success. You obviously have to work hard for things.
With all the exposure that you have received, have you made new friends, any new celebrity friends?
Yes, I've met so many new people. I've met different musicians, different people on social media, and it's been so incredible, because I've learned a lot of things from them. I've learned a lot of things from the experiences, and I think just overall, ever since then, I have changed in a lot of ways.
Ever since your appearance on Britain's Got Talent, how do you see your life taking probably a different direction, your life changing in a significant way?
Before Britain's Got Talent, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just thought I want to do music. After Britain's Got Talent, I had a completely different mindset. I kind of knew more clearly what I wanted, and I had a visual idea of what I wanted. As I said, I applied to this school, which I think is going to help me so much. I'm doing a lot of charity events at the moment, which is so fulfilling. But I think those are just my two plans: to develop and to do charity and just help people as people have helped me. So those are essentially my two plans for the next course of my life.
Charity organization are you helping in Pakistan?
There is another one called Al Mustafa Welfare Trust, and that is to fund people with cataract operations, and for people who can't afford it, and many more eye hospitals in Pakistan. And obviously, because of the fact that I have blindness, I'm really passionate about these things. So I am so excited, and let's see what will happen.
Your appearance in Britain's Got Talent brought a lot of focus on blindness, especially on the blindness of young people like yourself, who are very talented but who face this difficulty. How big a challenge this blindness has been for you?
I think as a child, I didn't appreciate the fact that I had sight and how easy it was to wake up each morning and look at the sun, look at my family, and do things. And obviously, when I lost my sight, those things I couldn't do. I went through a stage when I was 14, where I really struggled with it. And I don't think people really realize how much sight affects everything you do. I had to learn how to read Braille. I had to relearn how to read. I had to learn a lot of things. And obviously, you learn things. Well, things that you learn is through vision, and obviously, people who are blind have to do it differently. And so people don't really understand how much blindness affects it. But although blindness has been very difficult throughout my life, it's also given me a lot of gifts and a lot of strengths, and helped me discover myself a lot in a lot of ways. I think there's a lot of things that I can do at the moment that I couldn't have done had I not been blind.
For a person who becomes blind, what is it like to pull through a day? How do you manage your days, and who has helped you to actually be able to manage all the things that you're able to manage now?
Well, first off, I want to say my parents and my wider family has been the most supportive. I don't think I could have done a lot without them. And I mean, throughout the day, you kind of just have to have the mindset that, you know, you are stronger than you think. There's been a lot of times where I've just wanted to stop and, you know, thought this is so difficult, but I've just pushed through. And I think a lot of people, when they see me on Britain's Got Talent, see me on stage, they kind of think, oh, she's just a girl on Britain's Got Talent, she's just a girl on stage. But the thing is, it took a lot of courage to go on stage. It took a lot of courage to simply smile. I know that sounds depressing, but it's true. But because of the experiences that I've gone through, even though I've lived for only 16 years, yeah, I've learned a lot, and I'm really grateful for it. But yeah, throughout the day, you kind of just have to have that mindset, and it's tiring by the end of the day, but you feel like you've achieved a lot.
And what are your plans?
Yes, 100%. A lot of events and charity events happening in Pakistan that I really want to attend and just meet the people, because I mean the people have shown me so much support, and I want to do anything I can to, you know, show the love back. And I think going to Pakistan and meeting all these amazing people for sure. So yeah, let's see. If COVID gets better, I definitely want to visit.